Hi, this is Jennifer and Kim. Sometimes as mothers, we have the ability to transform into a force that cannot be reckoned with. People often call it mama bear, but if you've lived it, you know it's so much more than a cute expression. It's a force, a fierce, unwavering determination that rises from somewhere deep within. A part of you that doesn't hesitate to speak up, push back, ask harder questions, or stand alone if that's what your child needs. For mothers raising children with special needs, that mama bear shows up often. Today's episode is all about that fierce protector within us, and this conversation is for every mother who's ever had to roar for her child. Are you ready to laugh, cry, rage, repeat? Hey.
Hey, Jennifer.
Let me hear your roar. Rawr.
Let's hear yours. That's yours?
Rawr.
Come on, you got to get fierce. We're talking about advocacy. You got to be fierce.
Rawr.
Yeah, that's better. You got to go deep.
I'm just going to do that randomly throughout the show.
Okay.
Okay.
There'll be a lot of growls, roars.
All different ones.
So, how was your week? How's it going?
Oh. Dropped my son off at camp today.
That's
His first
so fun.
solo camp, like away from home.
Mm-hmm.
So I did get a call around 6. Hi, Mom. Click. Just wanted to hear my voice, I guess.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't let my kid bring a phone so they couldn't call me when they went to that camp. It was great. But apparently they refused to sleep in the beds and moved into the front room, and I don't know.
Just
They were
laying out
cool
on the
with it.
couches,
That's a great
yeah.
camp. I hope he has fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know your kids went to that one.
Yeah. Just one of them got
Your
in.
kids got
The
into
other
all
one
the
didn't
camps.
get in. No. No. Yeah. Just one. But they had did it earlier in the year, not in summer.
How did your family
Camping trip.
week trip go?
Well, there were so many mosquitoes. It was really, really kind of tough, but like it was fun. We had a lot of fun.
Because you were grieving a little bit last time we chatted.
That's right. Yeah. It was good. It was funny story though. And this is kind of a good, bad story, but, all the way up, the boys kept asking if we're going to go to the zoo.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, the zoo? No, we're going camping. Like, what are you talking about? And, once we were super confused. And then when we got there, we quickly realized that they were talking about the interpretive center because it has all those taxidermied animals.
Yep.
And they called it the zoo. But, you might think it was because my kids really like animals.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
Oh.
They have Wi-Fi. So
Smart.
So it was actually pretty good because we could do other activities with the family, and then they would disappear, and we'd always know where they were.
Yeah, that is good.
And it's good because we also, just a day before that, we had a major episode of losing the runner. 2 hours, more than 2 hours in nature, high heat, no water, no access to pass, roads, vehicles. I had to mobilize the village.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the village. A friend of mine was with me.
Yeah.
And she's like, I think we're going to need helicopter surveillance and we're going to need to call the police. And she was getting really stressed.
Yeah.
And I was like, nope, he's got to be around here somewhere. We just got to find him.
2 hours. I would have been panicking.
It was a bit panicky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was good.
You can't really even call the police there, can you?
I think you can call, like, I don't know, local authorities, something.
The nature people.
Well,
the forest
whoever would have came. Like, luckily, we did mobilize, and some people had golf carts, and there was different paths, and people had keys and access to gates, and
your son wasn't on a golf cart.
he wasn't on a golf cart. And unfortunately, he did get the golf cart ride back to the base, and it's kind of a treat. It was just too
He
bad.
got a reward
got a
next
reward.
time. That's what he's gonna go for. Waiting for the cart ride back.
So we're doing okay. I took my older son to the fair, and my family was like, "Oh, good. Did you take the other one too?" I was like, "I'm not that crazy. Are you kidding me?"
Oh, what would you
Only
do
one
losing,
got to
losing that one?
would never go with that. I don't know. I'm done going that one.
Yeah.
But the only thing he wants to do is win this stuffed animal game. Those water shooter games. So I buy him a pass to ride the rides, but you end up spending way too much money on a stuffy that you could have probably bought for a quarter of the price. But you know what? Simple happiness. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
So that's good.
And is that stuffed animal still alive?
Oh, this stuffed animal is now going everywhere.
Okay.
To day camp, every day program every day, sleeps with him, comes to meals. Yeah. It's kind of like a thing. Like every year, if you win a stuffy, it becomes the stuffy of the year. We have a lot of stuffies.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuffies
When
too.
we would go canoeing, we'd have to bring the stuffies and like they'd be attached to the backpacks, and it's pathetic.
An extra backpack just for the stuffies on top of the backpack.
Yeah, exactly. So you got a week off. That's awesome.
4 days off, and then he'll be back for the weekend, and then he's got his next camp.
Oh yeah, the one that my kid didn't get into.
Exactly. Yeah. Where he needs an attendant.
Guess what?
Yeah.
My staff that I hired quit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate.
Yeah, what are you doing during the day right now?
Guess what? It's another HR nightmare.
Oh,
Scramble.
Oh.
We're going to figure it out, but okay, today though, that's not what we're talking about.
No,
we're
talking. Just keep talking about random stuff.
We could just start. We could just chronicle
talk
our
about our
day-to-day.
week. And then this happened, and then
this happened. But today we're talking about mama bearing, which is a kind of good topic right now because there seems to be a crazy amount of bear sightings this summer.
Yeah,
I've seen 2.
Me as well. Two black bears.
Ooh,
yeah, not at the same time, separately. Went on a little road trip and went down the wrong road, and we saw a bear. And then we were glad we took that little detour.
Yeah,
and then we saw another.
Stayed
one.
in your car.
Yes, of course,
Yeah.
of course, and took pictures.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to talk about transforming into that bear, becoming the bear.
The beast.
The beast-like character that lives within every mother, grandmother. When you conjure up that beast during those moments of no return, like a mother bear protecting the cubs.
Yep.
When I was thinking about this, I was thinking of the show Power Rangers. There's these beast morpher.
Hey, wait, are we about to talk about a show that isn't Paw Patrol? Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Tell me more about.
Okay, the other day,
Power Rangers.
my friend was like, "How's my hair?" I was like, "Oh, it looks good. It kind of looks like Ryder from Paw Patrol." She's like, "Too much Paw Patrol." I was like, "No, it's good. Like Ryder has good hair." Jennifer and I were kind of into him.
So Power Rangers.
Okay, so Power Rangers. There's these Rangers called Beast Morpher Rangers, and they have to defend the Morphin grid from the evil Evox virus.
Wow.
And they transform into these crazy
Good
beast
job
characters.
there.
I know this because
the EvaVox.
the it's called the Evox virus.
Okay.
It's like a computer virus.
Okay.
And I know this because we have a bit of a Power Rangers obsession in my house.
Okay.
So
we
I know
haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, it's a rough one. That is I'm sorry, Power Rangers, but like the early versions, it was like our home video high school movies.
Yes.
Like it's bad.
Yeah.
The beast, the transformation. I also was thinking it's kind of like a perimenopausal hot flash. It can't be blocked. You just mama bear. You just become the mama bear, right?
It's true.
Yeah. And it kind of happens whenever, the systems maybe that you're dealing with, they don't get it, or someone says the R word, or the beasts come out.
Yeah. Or just quietly rages inside.
Yes.
Actually, I think you had some really good titles for some beasts, some beast modes.
Oh, yeah.
There was like the danger beast.
The danger beast. The
Loud.
loud, terrifying, fast one. Like when your kid's running into traffic and you just have to, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No time to negotiate.
No. The wits end beast. That one was one of my personal favorites.
I was thinking about it.
Go to your room. No reason at all. Mama needs a break.
Yeah. It's like 4th times cleaning up poop smearing. And you're just like, no. Yeah.
Just go somewhere that isn't where I am.
Yes. Yeah. To avoid other beasts to come out.
Exactly.
Because that could happen. Yeah. Yeah. But I think mostly we're going to talk about the advocating beast today because,
we're always advocating.
yeah, like, because our kids are dismissed or they're excluded or they're misunderstood or we have to, like, they can't speak up for themselves to, you know,
Exactly.
when they're they didn't sign their taxes.
That's on them.
That's on them. But so we have to be that advocating beast. And sometimes that beast isn't loud, but that beast has to think smart.
Yeah, there's so many different levels to advocacy. If you're
Yes.
going to be loud about it or
Yeah.
sneaky quiet about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
So I have a story.
yep. Tell me
And
a
I
story.
don't think I told the story yet, but so we talked about a little bit about graduation and how it went. And I think I told the story about how it went well, but actually the prep to it required a lot of advocacy. And so it started out, we were having our final IEP meeting. And just for anyone who doesn't know what an IEP is,
But they always change the title.
I know
so
it's IIP,
sometimes
IEP.
PPP.
PPP.
I don't know.
Yeah. But basically, it's an individualized education plan,
Yep.
and it's a legally binding document. And it kind of indicates that your child can't meet the curricular outcomes in the ministry designated curriculum. And so they use these IEPs to set these trackable goals throughout the year.
Trackable. I don't know if my son ever actually.
They're supposed to track. Well, they do updates. I know. How many times did you actually work on shoe tying? That shoe tying has been on
Did
this.
we record this?
Yeah. So they're signed up by parents, principals, learning resource teachers, any professionals. And you know what? If people are interested, we could do probably a whole episode on IEPs.
We could. Yeah.
We could.
So
So anyway,
even if you're not from where we are, you probably have.
they have a plan.
It just might be called something different.
Yeah. Yeah. So we were at an IEP meeting. And I wanted to discuss the plan for the upcoming graduation. And when your kid's in a specialized program, like a functional integrated or life skills program or a developmental center, you don't always get that information that all the other mainstream kids get. Like you have to go on the website.
You have to
got
hunt it down.
You've got to do the Instagram. You got to find all the information, right? Like often I'll find out, like, there was a fair at your school. Like, did you go? Was I supposed to send money? I don't know.
Also, though, for my other kid that did graduate, I had to hunt that information down too, just because they didn't tell me. So
fair enough. But they could tell you if you asked.
They could, yeah.
So I asked about the graduation plan. And I'm not joking at all. The response from the teacher and the educational assistant was, maybe just don't go. And they explained the ceremony's long, it was boring, and they didn't think that my son could sit through it, and so it wouldn't really be worth it. And they also suggested that he didn't attend prom either because, parents can't really stay, and, they couldn't provide someone to watch him, and there would be too many kids, and it would be too overwhelming, and blah, 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 blah. Guess what? The mama bear had to come out.
Absolutely.
But I was so emotional about that response. Like, I was like, not go? Like, this kid has spent 9 years going to this high school. And he was the only one from the student graduating. And they weren't willing to make, like, some simple accommodations or think outside the box so he could attend his graduation. And I did want to say a lot of bad things and scream.
You go from what, rage to like
I was
sadness
just
to
so
rage
sad. Like,
to
I was like going to lose
sadness
it. But I didn't. I held back. I suggested that we meet again to discuss because I knew I was going to need
Good
a
job.
plan.
Yep.
You got a plan.
Yep.
And so I had to conjure up that advocating beast. And I needed to be diplomatic. I needed to be convincing. And I needed to have a good plan.
Yeah.
And so there was no opportunity for
I'm going
them
to use this plan for next year.
to rebuttal. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm with you. We're going to graduate together. So I set up a meeting with the homeroom teacher, invited the key people, like the principal, Ironically, the meeting happened on the day of advocacy for people with disabilities.
Ooh.
I know. So
Did
I felt
you plan
extra.
that?
No, it just worked
well
out.
Done.
So we did come up with a plan that he paired up with his best buddies because they have best buddies, even though they're not allowed to share who they are, the information, which is so silly. We got him a date, and who was an old friend he grew up with. And so he would do anything for this guy. So if we had to leave, for the parent with the other parents, that he would stay. I tried to get the
date would be
name
like
of
you're
the
an attendant.
DJ And my
Yeah.
plan was that I was going to arrange a DJ lesson because he likes to DJ,
Mm-hmm.
and then and make sure some of his favorite songs were on the playlist. And then I suggested we set up like a fake DVD, like a fake table where he could DJ
Mhm.
it. And there were so many blockages that came back, like, oh, it's private information, we can't share this. Oh, there's not going to be enough space to set up a table. There was a lot of space, like that could have happened. And so it just was like blockage after blockage after blockage, and very few accommodations were made. And luckily, like, we were the ones in the background showing videos ahead of time, and like, you know, making sure he had clothes that were comfortable, and practicing wearing the clothes, and making sure he got the gown ahead of time, and like all of the things that you have to do to be like, no, you're going to attend and we're going to be so proud of you if you do.
Yeah.
But also willing to like give it up if it doesn't happen, right? So just by attending, it honestly felt like a radical act.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, no, we're going.
Yeah.
And
It's his right and your right.
yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. Good job.
Well, it worked out. But like,
Well,
don't go.
because of you, it worked out.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm
Pat
gonna pat
yourself on the
myself
back
on
for
the
that.
back. Yeah.
Because of you, I probably won't have to make a big stink about it next year. So thank you.
It's happening. You and I are joining the prom committee. We've
No,
talked about this.
we've discussed this.
I know.
My brain's too full. It's got no more room for that.
Well, they're gonna we're
This-
gonna make it better, because like you didn't really get involved, you know. Like I really wanted more, but also we set up expectations for our kids that aren't their expectations.
Right.
Like, you know, it worked out for him. He was happy, got some great pictures, and great.
Yeah.
Tell me a story about when you had to advocate.
Oh, well, this is both of us again, I believe. I was just thinking about the yearbook.
The yearbook.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
yearbook. Oh, boy.
I don't think we told that story.
We have not.
Okay, you tell it.
Well, was this this was 2 years ago, I guess, but
Yeah.
it comes out. It would have
It
come
comes
out
out
last
year. Yeah.
We got that yearbook. It came home, and your story will be a little bit different. So, and my son is flipping through this yearbook, and I'm getting a lot of and then he brings it to me. He's like, and he starts to go through the missing people because he notices.
Yeah, he's
who's
like
not in
naming,
it.
like,
Yeah,
where's this
and
guy? Where's this guy?
Yeah, and then it was some text back and forth between us, like, where's the kids?
Did you get the yearbook? Did you look? And
Yeah.
then I'm looking for the kids. I'm like, there's zero pictures of my kids. Zero.
Yep.
Zero. There was one
Yeah.
of your kid in a group,
one group
because they
photo.
were in some kind of basketball thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That was it. And it was even not even well lit. Like you couldn't
No.
even tell who they were.
No. And we both sent some
Okay,
emails.
wait. And not even their school pictures. Like
no.
not in the class school
Ridiculous.
pictures.
How does
Zero.
this get missed?
It got missed. They missed all the kids in the special ed.
Yep.
So Jennifer and I became mama bears.
Wow. Yeah.
And we
I remember an email
mad.
coming back from the principal that said, "We believe in inclusion," and I remember laughing out loud about that because if we did believe in inclusion, why weren't our kids
in the
included
yearbook.
in the
Yeah.
yearbook?
Not even in the year. And you know, my kid looks through that yearbook and like loves seeing faces and friends, and they love seeing themselves published in a book.
Yes.
So we called the school board. We sent emails. I even submitted it into, there's a website where you can enter stories to show if there was an exclusionary activity. And we contacted the principal, vice principal, the teacher. I tried to find out who the yearbook teacher was. And we were kind of disappointed.
Yeah.
Hey?
We got what a sheet of paper with some pictures on it.
We got a duotang.
Yes, a duotang
'Cause
with a sheet of paper in it with pictures in it.
That was just printed off of a printer.
And only our kids got
And
got
only
that.
our kids, and only the ones who ordered yearbooks.
Yeah.
Like that was brutal. And because I was like, no, I think you should do like, and I always, here's a good idea. How about do an insert for everyone who got a yearbook, because they were friends too.
Yeah.
And everyone deserves a picture of all the kids who were included or who are in the school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reprint.
Exactly.
And they didn't. They just made a
didn't.
duotang.
I'm curious what they would have done had they not been
There were a lot of bad excuses.
our kids.
I was pretty disappointed. I'm sorry, but
I am disappointed still.
We're still.
That wasn't
I'm looking forward to the next yearbook and see what happens.
front page. Better be.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And the other thing about, I would say our school is great in a lot of ways because they have 4 different like opportunities in classrooms that they can grow into. Like it's a large institution.
Yes.
But because it's so large, at one point they said we can't have any inclusion in integrated classrooms because of the size of the classes.
This was frustrating to me.
Very frustrating.
But I feel like my kid is just as important as any other kid there.
Yeah.
And
Sorry, you can't take any class.
Yeah.
Because there's too many other kids taking them.
Mm-hmm.
Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mama bear's raging.
Yeah. Oh,
Rage.
the yearbook one was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Schools are frustrating.
School is
topic.
super frustrating.
Mhm.
Like, so we are going to talk about schools in lots of different episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But my son, who was a runner,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell this story.
Tell it.
It's actually in the Fragile X research
Mhm.
that it's good for kids to be integrated into a mainstream classroom when they're younger,
Mm-hmm.
when the gaps aren't so big. And because they mimic and they learn social skills from typical kids. So if you put
Yep.
them all in a classroom with all kids who have different things like yelling and, behavioral stuff, guess what they're going to learn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's really good. So we advocated for that. And I remember when we moved into this community and they said, you're not going to get an EA. I was like, well, we've got toileting, we've got flight
Mhm.
risk, we've got, speech, we've got safety issues, we've got all the
Mhm.
things. So I was like, we're going to get an EA. And we, worked out for a few years, but then in grade 2, we got an EA who wore high heels to work.
Oh.
I was like, I'm not sure they mentioned my kid was a
first
runner.
year for
Not
that
huge high heels, like
EA?
not fancy. Yeah, maybe we're trying to impress. I don't know. But he kept running away out of the classroom into the photocopy room because that's where they kept the DVDs. Guess what my kid's interested in?
Yep.
DVDs,
Mhm.
right? And so I was like, so we go to a meeting and was like, how about you put the DVDs somewhere else? Like,
Mhm.
just give him a set of DVDs to look at. Like, that's
Mhm.
actually what he's reading. He's interested,
Yeah.
like follow the kid's interest.
Makes sense.
But they're like, no, we couldn't do that. And multiple meetings of incident after incident until it got to the point where he was going to get kicked out.
Mhm.
And what happened is every time I would bring strategies and try to have these IEP meetings, I was like, where's the OT? Where's the PT? Where's the behavioral therapist? Where's blah, 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 blah. And I finally reached out to the child advocate
Mhm.
through social services. And she came to the meeting even and offered us support at our IEP meetings, which is a really good resource to know that there's people whose job it is to advocate for you
Mhm.
and support parents. And then it got to the point where it got escalated to, superintendents, to the school board, everything. And we had finally a meeting. There were 16 people, not
Wow.
including the team that I brought.
Yeah.
So I brought social worker, child advocate, myself, my husband, 16 people, everyone. I forwarded to everyone. They all came. And guess what? All the people around the table gave the strategy ideas that I was giving
Of
from the
course.
very beginning.
Yeah.
Have you tried moving the DVDs out of the photocopy room? Is the photocopy room that dangerous that he can't go in the photo? Like, just a really poor, it was a bad admin. But anyway, they're like, okay, so they came up with a plan. They were like, we're going to do it for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And he failed. Like he didn't do the plan in 2 weeks, whatever it was, that they're just like, yeah, sorry, it didn't work. We're going to kick him out. And he's going to have to transport him across the city because he was walking to school. When you walk to school and you're in your community school, you get to learn the parents, you get to know, you have more friends. Like it's just how it works. And now they're going to drive him. He's going to be on the bus like 45 minutes each way. Now we have a busing issue.
Yeah.
And he's going to be in a specialized classroom against the research. We had to advocate. We went to the top director of education And the director, lovely man, spent time with us. But basically, the outcome was, well, there's always the private system. Like,
Oh,
you can just
Tried to
not
brush
be
you
in a
off
public
there.
system. Yeah. They really were like, no, the policies are like, we decide. We can, when we can decide what the education looks like for your child. The parent does not get that decision. So, I mean, it was a lot of advocacy. And then
Yeah.
he had to, basically, they just had to move him around all the time because it just didn't work. So it was really frustrating. Like, I wouldn't say
Yeah,
that was a
I
good
hear
outcome
that.
story, but did your kid ever get kicked out of school?
There was one incident in pre-K. I think we can call it pre-K. It was a program he would have been 3.5, I want to say, maybe 4. And I can't remember exactly what happened, but I believe he was out on the playground and I think he pulled his pants down and people laughed. And so he thought that was hilarious. And then they wanted to kick him out of school for that. So we had a big old meeting with, I think the psychologist was there, OT was there, principal, the support crisis person, and it was just like, you're gonna kick a 3-year-old out of school, like
Pre-K?
no, like that's just rewarding the behavior. No. So he ended up staying, but we did eventually move him to a different program that had some more supports. And then once he hit grade 1 or kindergarten, I guess, we had to really fight for him to have a EA.
Yeah.
Like take it to the top, get an EA, and so that he could stay in mainstream.
Yeah.
And so he stayed in that school all the way up to high
It's
school.
too bad that when you're advocating or trying to get services that you have, and we've said this before, you have to make your kid out to be worse than really it is. But also it is, my husband often says that I, paint it in this bigger picture because we're used to dealing with all these things. We're like, well, he doesn't poop his pants every day. Does he have to? Yes, he has toileting issues. If he has 2 toileting issues in a year, it's toileting issues.
Yeah.
You're right. Flight risk, all those things. And that's where you go up this ladder of getting additional supports.
Yeah.
But you have to advocate. You have to bring out those beasts.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
relentless.
It is relentless.
You can't give up.
No.
And when you feel like you can't go to meetings on your own,
No.
you have to bring your friends
Mm-hmm.
and those people that are going to advocate for you.
You have to call in the group.
You don't need a lawyer. You just need someone who can talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I find I get super emotional and I need a clear
Yes.
thinker.
Yep. You can't go alone.
That's what my husband's for. He's more of the clear thinker.
Yeah.
Whereas I just start feeling ragey.
Yeah. 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 Exactly. Or you're going to cry and then you don't want to talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You got to bring people with you. So I recently heard a story just this past weekend of a friend. I was visiting a friend who has a son with autism. And his grandmother had taken him to the science center. And there was a woman wearing a mask, like, the type that you wear to prevent germs.
Yeah.
So he's genuinely curious. And he asked her, just said, why are you wearing a mask? Did you not know that COVID is over? And, well, she just lost her mind, I guess, on this kid. The kid's actually a teenager. So, it
Right.
probably was like she didn't think it was a little kid, but yelled like, COVID's not over. And, like, yes, the virus still exists, but
Yeah.
was just losing her mind on this kid. And the kid with autism didn't understand because his parents told him that he didn't need to wear a mask anymore because COVID is over. That's what,
Yeah. Keep
kids
it simple for him.
well,
yeah.
kids also with autism, they need that black and white.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about your kid, but mine get upset when they see someone with a mask because that was, a bit traumatizing for them
Yep.
during COVID.
Absolutely.
And those gray areas, they're difficult for people with autism to differentiate. So this child was getting visibly upset. Well, that grandmother, she brought out the mama bear beast. And she spoke in a tone, apparently, that very few people had ever heard. She stepped in between, very close to this masked lady, and she was like, stop! You need to stop this right now. My grandson has autism, and you need to stop it.
Good
Just
for
like,
her.
yeah, good for her. Like, luckily it worked out. Like, she didn't get into a violent situation.
Yeah.
But here's the thing with mama bearing. When that comes out, it's like no one can rebuttal that mama
No.
bear. That's the beast, right? Like that grandmother, she spoke up and she
Yeah.
got in the way. And sometimes it's really hard. Like I often find it difficult to have the words come to me when I need them. Right?
Yeah.
So I think it's really important to practice the words, like have the words and practice with people
Yes,
of like what you're
absolutely.
going to say. I think we talked about this a while back, like, practicing those things. But when your child is dismissed, when they're excluded or they're misunderstood, like you need to find that voice.
Yeah.
You need to speak truth to power. First of all, like, you got to gather your information and you have to try to be diplomatic,
Yeah.
right? And you got to breathe some fire into that.
I think that we should talk a little about what advocacy is, kind of along with our tips and tricks.
Sure. Yeah. And what it's not, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're always asking questions when something doesn't make sense.
The other thing I think advocacy is not is getting angry immediately when someone says something that they don't understand.
Agreed.
Like
Yeah.
I know we talked about what makes us angry and some language around what you can say to help parents with special needs. And recently I had the same, like one of those things that we talked about come out. And if I would have been angry, I would have been met with anger. So
Yes.
what you put out, you're met with, right?
Yes. So even if you're feeling ragey,
Don't rage.
don't rage. Take that rage and take it home
Yeah.
and do some research.
But this asking questions when something doesn't make sense is like leading with curiosity. And if you lead with curiosity, you'll find out that this person maybe was uneducated and they didn't
Yes.
know.
Yep.
Right? And then you can learn together. And you don't have to it doesn't mean just yelling, right? Yeah.
Another one would be correcting inaccurate assumptions, which goes along with maybe that person doesn't know.
Yeah.
So just helping them understand a bit more in a calm way.
Yesterday we were biking near the university on our ride, and someone tried to stop my son and ask him directions.
Oh, yeah?
He didn't know.
No.
And he was like, do you know how I can get to the, excuse me. And he stops and he's like, do you know how to get to the library? And I was like, no, trigger word.
Oh,
They
no.
were talking about the
Yeah.
university library. And I
Yeah.
was like, I know how to get to the library. It's okay. But yeah, they didn't know.
Did your son try and give them
No,
directions?
he kept going. He kept going. Luckily, he's like, library?
Library?
Where's the library?
Oh, this is... I'm going to get out my map.
Yeah. This library is not on my map. But yeah, like when you have to use information too, like when you go to the school meetings and they're going to say, your kid does this, this, and this, you're going to come back and be like, at home, we do this, this, and this. And here's the tracker of when this happens and how we deal with it. And so having assessments,
Yes.
are you using these strategies that are recommended in his psychological assessments? When do I see you use these?
Yeah.
When are you using? How are you using them? How can we tweak them? And if you don't ask those questions, I think it's often helpful to ask questions when questions are put at you, because if you ask a question back, it gives you time.
Yeah, to process and think of
process.
something else to come
Yeah.
up with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
Because, and also like, so you're not using these strategies. Well, is this within your policy? Like, go to policies, like the policies around, like we talked about advocating for my son to get transportation, right, to his day program because they weren't going to pay for it. And there's like this 4-year waiting list, right?
Right.
And so I had to advocate for everybody and say, you can't just all of a sudden not pay for transportation for every kid in the city who goes to this day program. Like there's hundreds of attendees.
Yeah.
So we are constantly having to like, let me see your policy. Let me talk to the person who maybe made this policy, or ask, how can this policy be amended? And is this policy working for the people who are using this service? And you also have to know like when you can escalate and when you can't. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like don't waste your breath.
Don't waste your breath.
Yeah.
Um,
Because your breath is your power. and it's your life force.
Oh, going deep.
I'm going deep here.
I would also just throw it there to document everything.
Yeah.
I like to do emails because then you have it written down.
If you have a conversation with a teacher
yeah.
or a social worker, follow up with an email. Be like, as we discussed.
Yes. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, because you want to put this in writing, and then because they'll come back.
Well, yeah, you want to keep all those dates and names, assessments, and all those summaries of every conversation in a place or in an email, handy. And I don't know, put a
searchable,
bright, sticky, if it's on paper, sticky notes.
Yeah.
Highlighters.
Make a folder,
Yeah.
make an electronic folder. I would say like the request, the thing that you're requesting must be clear.
Yes.
Because when a decision comes back and it's not what you were requesting, you need to go back to the request and say, this is what I was requesting, right? So make sure that what you actually want is clear. Before you're going into the meeting, in any meeting, ask yourself, what do I want out of this?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, that's a good one. That'd be also ask for decisions in writing.
And then I would say also, like we've said it before, but take people with you. Reach out to, there's the child advocate. There's people at advocacy organizations like inclusionary, inclusion, whatever.
We take our social worker with us.
Social workers, yeah. Friends, people, lawyers.
Get a lawyer
up. If you have a friend who just happens to be a lawyer.
I need a friend lawyer, I guess. I don't have one.
OTs. Oh, your
OTs,
friend just happens to be an OT.
Oh, yeah. Gonna take her next time. That's an excellent idea.
Someone,
if you're listening, can you remember for next time we chat?
I have a doctor's appointment. I need someone for. Yeah, you need your village.
Yeah, your community.
And you just like when
we go back and forth with each other too.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do that a lot.
But just like I could have, when I lost this kid, when I talked at the beginning about my week and I lost this kid for 2 hours, I could have sat there and be like, try to find him myself. But I couldn't.
No.
I couldn't. I tried and I couldn't. And I needed the help of a bunch of different people. And I have a hard time asking for help. But I had to do it. I had no choice. I had to bring out that beast.
Yep.
And I had to go door
door
to door.
That's the beast that gets in the zone.
Yeah.
When, the zone.
Yeah. I had to. Because, and I didn't, I don't want to go door to door and ask people they're relaxing at their cabins to but this one person, and shout out to Jana. She's listening. Her name's Jana. She was amazing. She's like, we have a Facebook group.
Nice.
I will send the picture. I know who's
a doer.
I have
Jana
a doer. Yes. Jana was a doer, and Jana mobilized people who had golf carts. And
that's a helper right there.
Yeah. You have to ask for help. Don't try to advocate all on your own. And if you're frustrated advocating for a system, guaranteed there's hundreds and thousands of other parents who are going through the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And if you don't raise your complaint and advocate for good services,
like graduation. Thanks, Kim.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. They'll change it next year. We'll have to do it again. Find your power. We got to rest up. So we're
starting early in September.
Everyone's like, graduation plan. Who's the DJ? Oh, I'm on the prom committee. I'm going to find out who the DJ is.
Can there be food?
Can the food be acceptable? Can it be nutritious? Can it come out at 8 so that my kids can leave by 9? That's why I'm getting on the prom committee. I'm telling you.
Mine needs to leave at 9. It's bedtime.
Yeah. Oh, and we're hosting the parties. No, we're not.
After grad at Kim's house. Yeah. I don't. Can you picture our kids doing an after grad?
No. No. Maybe they could go bowling or something.
A pre-grad party.
Yeah.
Sometimes that fierce protector within us has to rise. She may show up loudly, quietly, diplomatically, or with fire just beneath the surface, but she always comes from the same place, a deep and unwavering love for our children. For mothers raising children with special needs, advocacy is not optional. It is part of the journey. We speak up, push back, ask harder questions, and stand alone when we have to, because sometimes our children need a voice, and sometimes they need us to roar.
Roar!
Listen on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon. Follow us at laughcryragerepeat.com. Share your story, ask your questions.